Okay, I think I'm ready. Hello, how you guys doing? So, yeah, I had a little bit of traffic on the way home today, so it took a little longer to get back. There it goes. How you doing, Jojo Bridgewater? What I want to know is how that was shown from the nice cafe coding thing over to what? Oh, it's switching to see the history of hostings on a channel. Oh yeah, the unhost thing is kind of bizarre. I think it doesn't always work for me for whatever reason. Like I'll stay on the channel sometimes when I'll stay like looking at the host even though that channel went live sometimes. But I don't get it. Whatever. But so I fixed my camera down here. Kind of. It's kind of pointing in the wrong direction, but I mostly fixed it. Ish. I don't know. I screwed with it again, so I broke it again. Yeah. So today I figure I'll continue cleaning up what I was doing the other day. Yes, I did. I saw it. I read it this morning, this afternoon actually, during lunch. But yes, I did. Yes, I'm really enjoying that manhwa. Is that what it is? He is. He's going up real fast. He's getting so big. Yeah, so I started on the transition thing here, where it like scrolls down to the playfield, but it's janky as anything. So I need to smooth that out, clean it up a lot, and yeah, that's what I hope to do tonight. Level of misunderstanding which way has, yeah. No, they're not. They're not supposed to be green, but they are because green's the background color, and I didn't put the background on those. The non-background color. Where's? Oh, I didn't hide my icons, did I? I need to do that. Let me do that over here. They are not supposed to be green, like at all. Oh, I can close out of that because I'm done watching that. It's a feature, yeah, right? It helps you, like, you know, see the separations more. Something I don't know. Let's see. Let me take care of that real quick first. I think I need to clean up a few things. Like with that paused, that ain't supposed to look like that. Actually, I think that's a palette thing with the paused that's screwing up. I think. Whoop, that's somewhere else. All right. No, over there. No, actually, not over there at all. Over here. There it goes. No. That one. And then that one. And then that one. Okay. Okay. We're doing good. We're doing alright. So, the other day, I got pretty distracted, and I started to reverse engineer a game I got. I got a bunch of ROMs from a coworker, and a bunch of them are unlicensed ROMs from a particular company called Sachin, I think. Well, NES ROMs. So I was going through a bunch of them, and some of them are, you know, like your normal puzzle games. One of them actually is a really cool puzzle game. It's like a matching kind of thing, and it's got some quirks to it and whatnot. It was like, but then there's some that, you know, Nintendo clearly wouldn't license, like a slot machine one, right? But one of them, I would show you. As part of this, they're unlicensed, so Nintendo can't. So I mean, or won't, whatever. Nintendo doesn't care about those. Anyway, so I found one of them. I can't show you because that one violates TOS. It's a dead simple game, because it's rock paper scissors, but it's MLG. How you doing? It's adult rock paper scissors. If you get my drift there, and it's so horribly rigged. Like it's rigged so badly against you. I'm doing all right. working on some cleaning up of graphics today and some transition stuff. So yes, last stream, I was working on going from this screen to the game screen, so you can kind of see like what happens. It's janky AF. It's screwy right now, but it kind of works, almost. I need to clean it up a lot, so that's what I'm gonna work. That's what I'm gonna be working on tonight. I need to start with these guys. I forget which is used where. I think this one, the lighter one, is used on the the high score screen. Your first non-archive video on YouTube should be a playthrough of that. Yes, he is the protagonist, but all I did to him was change his palette color. I need to actually draw a character there, like a proper character. So I need that. I need that and that. Okay, so now that shouldn't be as ugly. It's probably gonna be ugly, but you know, that's not how you spell that word. I can't wait for microtransaction. Yeah, first I'll have to solder on a dial-up modem onto the cart, right? So you can get internet access on it. There's actually one game I don't remember if it's for the I think it's for the SNES that had a freaking modem on the thing. It was like a the Gel Mega. How you doing? Welcome. It was a like an RPG kind of thing that got updates from the internet or whatever for, like, I don't know, ads or some crap in the game. So someone wrote a bunch of code to connect that SNES game to Slack, or instant messaging service, so they could, you know, type out instant messages between the SNES and the computer. Yeah. Lottery in the U.S. Not that one. No, not that one. It wasn't that one. It was a Japan-only release, because the game was only out in Japan, and the service was only available in Japan. It's like some satellite internet thing, I think. But, yeah. So let's go ahead and reload that. I'm gonna keep this profiler open, but over here. Maybe? I don't know. I don't remember the name for it. I don't remember the name. Well, Skype is garbage, like a steaming pile of trash. So I mean, Slack is less trash. All right, so the commas down below are all right. Why is the pause all screwy though? That's probably because of a palette thing, I think. All right. Which one is this? This one. Yeah, it's a palette thing. The last one needs to be 0F. Oh, wait. No! Oh, no. Wait, why is that? Oh, because these don't use a background, they use something else. So I'm going to put paused in its own thing. Okay, I see what I'm going to do. Alright. Alright, we're making paused its own sprites. Its own image data. Save bitmap. We're top of that guy, like that. Yes, replace it and close out of you for now. Skype used to be your life, really? I'm not a fan of Skype. I'm really not. The only time I actually used it was talking to my parents, but I convinced them to move over to Google Hangouts, which like isn't being touched with a 10-foot pole by Google anymore. So that's fun. All right, so I do have a different theme for this. This is a sprite. I've used this program before on stream. It looks a lot different though. So I'm gonna try out this theme that I found somewhere, and see how it works out for me. Was the biggest program over in Lithuania at some point? Really? From HipChat to Skype. I found out that HipChat was bought by Slack and is gone. Oh no. That's unfortunate. Alright, so because I'm moving, or giving paused its own sprite, whatever, I can actually kern it correctly. So, we're going to see what that means here in a second. BA... where's you? U S. And it'll probably actually take up fewer sprites, so that's nice. S. Oh boy. E. That will fit. Oh, jeez. Okay, I need to copy that. There we go. E and then a D. Where's the D? There's the D. Okay. I like IRC. IRC is nice. I kind of miss it, and then I kind of don't, you know? Discord is kind of a mix of Skype and internet forums. I feel it's more of a mix of Skype and IRC more than internet forums, especially with the hashtags for the channels. Especially because of that. All right. I could use this one actually. Give me that color. There it goes. Down like that, and then take that guy. There we go. Alright, now... Is it? Yeah, it's dumb. Okay. There we go. So I can now properly kern this stuff. So, oh, jeez, I did it again. So I can get them all spaced out correctly, right? So it looks halfway decent. There we go. Kerning. Yay! I miss everything not changing my ASCII emojis. Yeah, I don't like the standard emojis, I'll be honest. Twitch emotes are one thing. But the standard emojis I cannot stand. At all. That doesn't look quite right. So let's make that a little shorter like that. Does that look better? Yeah, it looks better, I guess. There we go. There, properly kerned. So now that'll only take four sprites instead of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Wow, take out 2 of them. The 100 emoji. Yeah, I don't either. I don't know a lot of them. Kerning. Reverse emoticons. All right, that makes sense. Yeah, kerning is spacing out letters properly, essentially. In fact, there's a relevant XKCD for that. Well, that's what I didn't do. I didn't open up my incognito window. There it goes. XKCD. This one here. Is there an emoji for this? Thumbs up. Well, I mean, there's probably. Yeah. Fun fact: those emoji actually originated from Japan. Yeah, right. The only emoji that matters. The the eggplant. I forgot what it's called there for a second. My mind blanked out. That wasn't good. It's embarrassing. All right. So this one never keeps my zoom level. All the other ones do. Like this one kept my zoom level. See, it's at 150. This one's at 150. Why doesn't it keep this one? Like, what gives? Why? But is it as good? Never. They have the true emojis, right? Like the one I used for my go live notification that I found somewhere. The abracadabra kind of thing. It might keep it from the bookmark. I don't know. Can I change that in the bookmark? More. No, it just shows me my bookmarks. Do I have anything? I couldn't hear. I don't think I did, because I don't save many bookmarks. No. Okay. Yeah, and there's like so many different table flip variations. But, and I love, by the way, that my overlay is actually getting those correctly. Even though my chat client isn't. Like, some of the Unicode stuff doesn't come up quite right, but I mean, it tries. Maybe it's my font I'm using. It might be the font I'm using. Alright, so we're going to save that, and then we're going to come back over here, open up this god-awful program. I really need to like get around to writing a plugin for a sprite to export this format. Oop, that's on the wrong that goes. Now we want to open a bitmap. Like that. Save it. Okay. Open the Unicode table and take a pick of characters to create them. I like the Lenny faces. They're all nice. I like those. Oh. Well, that's not what I wanted. That can go away. That's what I wanted. There it is. Game, and then where's the paused stuff? I'm gonna need to change like a lot of stuff. Like the background drawing, I'm gonna have to change that. I think I'm gonna have to break out the draw whole map loop eventually, so I can do that in the NMI with the screen on. Because currently it requires the screen off to draw the whole thing. That's why the screen flashes. I was reading manga in the translator page perfectly to create the Lenny face. Yeah, some scanlator groups are top notch when it comes to that kind of thing. Then there's others that are like, you need to go back to English 101. You need to not do this. Or ones that don't care and they just like, you know, just drop boxes over everything, and it's like, why even bothering? What am I looking for? Paused sprites. There it goes. Okay. Paused X. How do I actually load up the sprites? Right here? Right here. Okay. How am I loading it though? Load A, store it, transfer it, save it, load it back again at 8. Huh? Oh, because this is the space thing for the boy. That needs to be something different, right, doesn't it? That needs to be like the 0? Yeah, that needs to be tile 0. Alright, there we go. Now we need to find out or find again where the paused actually happens. Not paused. Game not paused. Does start. No, game is paused. It's off. Sprites on. There we go. Okay, pause sprites. Well, let's. Okay, we're gonna go over there. Shoot. Well, so the downside of this is I can't just type out pause like that. Instead, I have to list out the bytes. So what's that start at? 9. 0, 9, and goes to 0C. Okay. 0A. 0, 0B, and then 0C. There it goes. Was going to the latest manga updates on Megadix, and there have been 23 updates in the last day. Wow. Yeah, I have a lot that I've marked as, you know, reading and then haven't started. So I've been going back and switching those over to plan to read, because there's a lot. There's a lot on there. Okay, so 24. No, that's gonna be freaking. I'm just gonna do 4 times 4. 4 sprites, 4 bytes each. Okay. Okay. And then back to the top where I initialize that stuff. This again is going to be 4 times 4. This will expand out during the assembly stage. Yeah. I might have to recenter that. Actually, I can just add what's it? 8 to it. So I took off the N2 tiles, so I can just add 8 to it. Where is it? Why? Pause. No X. That's there. Paused X. Where's that defined? 104. Okay. 112. Right. That's, yeah, okay, I can add, I think. I like to think I can add. Alright, let's see how gaffed up it is now. Why are these like the wrong order? What gives? Alright, so start. Why is... Well, okay, well that's wrong. Why is there a gap there? Why is... Can you see that? Hang on. Well, you can't see it now because the thing's over it. Like, what's with that gap? Why is it there? It shouldn't be there. What is that? I had the window over on the other window. That's monitor. I need to figure out which one that is actually. Which one is that? Debugger, help me out. Which one? Which sprite is that? It's like the second one. It's the second one, and then they're all off, aren't they? Okay. Probably something stupid like that. There's probably actually a carry that's set, and then I don't clear it or something stupid. Is that what happens? Probably. I don't know. Let's just see if that clears anything. Clear the carry in the net 8. I mean, it might. Who knows? Who knows? Did I just do that? I did. Okay. Give me that window. I gotta fix that too, but we'll get to it. Yeah, that was it. Okay, I didn't clear a carry. What was that? All right. It's still not very visible though on the background. I might do something a little different for that. I might yeah, I might give it a border actually. Oh. Maybe. We'll get back to that. We'll get back to that. Wait, what is that? Oh, those are the other sprites, aren't they? Oh boy. Yep, those are the other, oh. Well, I had two sprites there that I did things with. Oh, because I paused and unpaused. So I need to fix the pause and pause bit. The unpause. It's not bad, but it's probably not touch friendly, lady in the icon. What is this? Alright. I don't see the Lenny face. Is it on like the last page or something? Or am I just like blind? I'm probably just blind, aren't I? Oh, there it is. Nice. Nice. Yeah. Where's my other window? There it is. Okay, I can bring this back over now. Yeah, I saw it. Yeah, on the last page there. Oh. Yeah, another something in a similar vein that I've seen, but with subtitles. So a fan subgroup doing it. They would leave a space, like a large gap, in the left and the right hand side, or they put a large space in the subtitles to show some plot, clearly without words obstructing it. I forget the group for that one, but when that happened, it made me laugh pretty hard. Pause sprites off. This one, okay. So this one again is 4x4, and we're doing $0. Yeah, they got your back. Yeah. Okay, so I think it was just those. Are there any more? Let's find out. Lenny Face has done it. Right. Of course, it's a website. All right. Yeah. So that doesn't really stand out very well on the background. Maybe it just needs a different color. I just know you both up there. Beautiful. Thank you. That's been up since like I started streaming, honestly. It's been there since forever ago. Yes, we need to make that a different set of colors, I think. Let's see. What is this color? That's 13. So let's go ahead and over here and make that one 13. Goes. Yeah, see, you can't really see it too well, right? So this guy's the color of the actual text there. I do want it to still, like, you know, do the fade, whatever. I do. I gave a framed copy of that to my sister for her wedding gift. Allegedly, she has it hung up in her new apartment now. I don't know if I want to believe that or not, but you know. Yeah. Okay, so I guess I don't want it to go all the way down to the first row there. I just want it to cycle these 3 colors. And I think I'm cycling 4 colors for this guy. What is that going down to? Pause palette table. Down to 0, 0. So that's going from 2D to 0, 0. Yeah, I think it's just going down one too far, actually. Or... yeah. Let's remove... okay, let's move 2D and remove that off the end of it. And... What do you mean? What? Paused palette, what is... That's not used anywhere? Oh boy. I still have more prints of that, by the way, that I need to frame. Like I think I legit have 4 more copies of that commission that have not been framed yet. I don't know what to do with them. I don't. I asked Mia for 1 copy and I got like 6. I just got around to framing some of the ones I got. That I've had for like a long while. Like when back when Mia first sent me that commission, she just threw in a bunch of other crap in it too. Well, not crap, but she threw in a bunch of other prints in that one as well that I just got framed this past week. Yeah. Can I hang? No, I would get in trouble with HR if I hung that at work. My coworkers have seen it, by the way, so the boss is like, "Yeah, you had to get in trouble with HR with that." I'm darn it. Cause I kind of wanted to bring that in, but I like my job and I don't want to lose it because of something stupid. Where is this loop that like does the thing? Let's go to, because there's a loop somewhere that uses this lookup table. Somewhere, I don't know where. There needs to be a smaller hole. There probably is somewhere in Unicode. This pizza piece really captures what this company and my work is all about, boss. I don't know if he'd be convinced. No buffered crap. Okay, well, where's that called from? Right there. Okay. Color index. 10 pixel wires for cycling the palette for the pause text. Okay. What is it? That doesn't tell me anything. Set pause state. Okay. Game is paused, game is paused. Okay. It's no start. It goes to no start. Okay, it goes over here. Game paused. Where, wait, that's right there. No, it's not. It's not. Where is that label? Game. Oh, that's not a label. This is a label. Go for the table. So I already did a search for it, so I don't think I'm actually using that address for anything. Because I'm not. I'm using the Dead Start palette. There we go. I wasn't even using the same palette. I was using the palette that was used on the dead screen, which can go down to those colors because it's on a black screen, an all-black screen. But for the main game, it's not. It's on a purple screen or purple and black background. I'm gonna fix up that next, I think. There we go. I mean, it's a little fast, but I think I can live with that. Maybe. I don't know. Maybe I'll put the pause down in the what's it? The status part here, because I do have another like full name table pretty much for name table stuff, or for like pause stuff or whatever. So I can scroll to that instead of putting sprites on the screen. I can just like draw paused over here beforehand. I might do that when I'm not sure yet. Not sure yet. Yeah. All right. So let's go ahead and commit those before I forget. That one. Okay. Fix up paused sprites. Gave the paused sprites their own character data, reducing the number of sprites required from 6 down to 4 by using some proper kerning. Just wondering, do you actually need to keep in mind whether the code is used in PAL or NTSC, or do you or are you just developing for one of these systems? I don't yet, although if you run this on a PAL system versus an NTSC system, you will notice some changes, some differences. Because a lot of stuff that I'm doing is clocked to the frame, not clocked to a second or anything like that, because I don't know how long a second's been without, you know, without knowing if it's PAL or NTSC. I think batch is limited. Batch is a limited version of basic batch. Maybe. Batch might be. I don't know. But so you won't notice much of a difference yet. But when I do start adding audio, you will notice a much bigger difference. Because the audio is different on PAL and NTSC, and I have to account for that with the audio values. But yeah, so I do need to keep that stuff in mind. Not quite yet, though. Not quite yet. But eventually, yes. Eventually, yes. I do plan on changing the jump physics. So right now, it's just it's a lookup table. So it looks at what frame the jump is at, right? And it uses that frame number as an index to a lookup table to just define the height value. Just do NTSC all the way. America. Yeah. yeah, so I might change that to like a momentum kind of system, I guess, or a velocity system. Yeah, I don't know yet. I haven't fully thought that one through yet, but I don't really like how the jumping works. That needs to go faster, actually. I think, like at least two pixels a frame there. But yeah, I don't like exactly how the jump really works. So I do need to rework that, I think. Yeah. But yeah, so I do need to keep that in mind. Also, reduced the number of colors in the palette cycle. Okay, so let's go ahead and start cleaning up that title screen stuff. Title screen mess that I made the other day. It is a mess. I'm not gonna sugarcoat that. It's just a mess. Mr. Bankster, how you doing? Welcome. Yeah, it's ugly. It's really hacky, I think. What is all this crap? Oh, ground drawing stuff. Ooh. Alright, well. Yeah. So tile colors. And I might actually remove the color cycle, the rainbow thing, for the title screen. Because I am using that now in because it's not going to waste or anything like that. I'm using that in the credit screen over here. Oh, you're not going to see it because there's no tier 3 on this page, but the code is still in there. It is still being used. Just chilling, eating fried chicken. Nice. The game is coming along. Yeah. Yeah. So I dropped it on GitHub a while back, like a week or two ago, I think. Because no one took me up on the offer to, get access to it. So I said, screw it, let's just, put it out there. Why not? Whee! I mean, I was going to do it anyway, like, once it finished, but, I mean, whatever. Yeah, the only thing that isn't in the repo is the list of names that, to make up that list, the credit screen. Yeah, and I'll probably, pop the include file in, the repo eventually. Once the game is actually done, but yeah, we'll see. Yes, this screen needs to be cleaned up. It's getting there. So I don't know if you saw, but the other day I started writing a transition from this screen to the game screen. Now, if you notice, there's the skyline on the title screen. It's the same exact skyline that's being used on the game itself. So I'm going to hit start, and I need to fix the text going away. But it scrolls almost nicely down to the game screen, right? And I want to make that a lot smoother. I need to clean that up a lot. But it gets the idea across of where I'm going with that. So does it mean I can take you up on the offer of live editing? That way we can randomly add a space when you're typing? No. I'd have to... That's not how, Git works. It's ugly right now. It gets the idea across of what I want to do, but it's ugly. I don't like how it looks right now because it's yeah. It needs some work. Let's drop down the video size a little bit. So let's go ahead and restart that. What was it? Title frame, or no, frame title, right? Frame title, that one. Where's that jump to from? Really? I turned on making jump labels again, but find occurrences. It's just defined. Why is it just a why though? But why though? Edit label, go away. It didn't go away. Why didn't it go away? Live sharing with VS Code there store. I don't want to do live sharing though. That's just the thing. I just do not want to do that. It's like a terrible idea. I've not found time to use yet. Yeah, that just sounds like a terrible idea on so many levels, especially for streaming. Especially for streaming. Because that's like giving Twitch chat, you know, even more control, which is a bad idea. It's just, you don't do that. Yeah, it's just, that's asking for trouble. That's what that is. Okay, so no selects, no start. Okay, I need to turn off the labels because clearly they're broken. So if you're watching, I mean, what's going on here? What is this? Why is it creating random labels? It shouldn't be doing this. I don't jump anywhere from these guys. Yeah, I mean, like I'll find occurrences. It's one occurrence. It's single occurrence. Shouldn't be there. Shouldn't be there. It's F2. I need to like actually just use the key instead. Disc 105. How you doing? Are a lot of the tools you're using cross-platform? If I wanted to learn and do this in Linux, would I run into issues? I'm assuming you're saying. It is very possible to compile this, or assemble rather, this on Linux. I've done it myself. But yeah, so thank you, Jojo. Those are the tools I'm using. My editor, which this guy over here is Vim. I just have some colors added into it and the bigger font or whatever. My emulator is Messin, which is cross-platform and honestly spoils me to no end. Yeah, I did some updates to the Makefile recently. Let me use this window. So it should still all work over on Linux. I haven't tried in a little while, but it should work. Yeah, just so we don't get stuck in it. I mean, the editor, you can use whatever editor you're comfortable with, honestly. The assembler I'm using is CA65. That one is open source, but it also does have pre-built binaries for. Well, I know Windows. It probably does have it for Linux as well. Oh, I need to modify that command because I'm not using that symbol parser anymore that I wrote. And the GUI, the Git extensions, isn't required. That's just something that that's just what I'm using here. That's what this is. Let me edit that before I forget. Oh, come on over here. I need to remove that from the command there. When in doubt, quit and forget everything. Yeah. Yeah. Don't do the capital Q because then it'll just be confused. I'm a long time. Okay, nice. But yeah, you shouldn't really have very many issues, and if you do, they're probably my fault for like screwing up the Makefile. To be honest, it's not Streamlabs, it's Stream Elements. I always get those two mixed up, even though like the name of one of them is right in my chat. I always go to the wrong one. Oh yeah, and just spam escape. Just always spam escape. To get back to normal mode. Chat commands. Where is it? Tools. That one. Okay. Single parser needs to come out of there. Okay. There we go. The escape button's gone. Mine's still here. Mine's still there. But I mean, it is double shot, so that's probably why it's still there. Mine might actually be worn off if it weren't double shot. Double shot is cheating. Well, mine's backlit. That's why it's double shot, right? And the keys I have at work. Well, funnily enough, my escape key is the only one that isn't a blank key. But all my keys are blank at work. Yeah, so Oh, I don't even have my other, like, half broken port. Wait, yes it is. Oh, this thing's nasty. Hang on. Hang on. This has been sitting on the ground for a little while, because, like, I don't know, it's the quality isn't as great, so. Yeah. Give me a sec. Hang on. Can you hear that, by the way? Probably. There we go. So, my keyboard at work looks a lot like this one. Hang on, I need this plugged in for a second. Come on. There it goes. Okay, so my keyboard at work looks a lot like this one, right here. But this one has a key difference. No pun intended. Well, pun intended. Screw it. Yeah. It lights all the way up. It's like all kinds of weird crap going on. But yeah. Never used any of the macros because I don't. Yeah, so I would love like a macro editor for these keyboards, like that runs on Linux. That'd be amazing, you know. But no, they have to use that stupid like UI thing for all of them. Ugh. But yeah, this is a Roswell RGB 80 keyboard. I mean, it's all right. It's all right, but I don't know. I think that might be knockoff key switches because it doesn't feel quite right. There we go. Logitech G810 Spectrum RGB. You know, so this one is only red, and I think that one is full RGB. I don't remember if I can program that one. Like, yeah, it's different colors for like different modes it's got. I just have it on purple for that one mode or whatever. I don't think I can program patterns and crap into it, but because it's a cheap Roswell one, but whatever. Yeah, and personally, I like the blank keycaps anyway. Mainly because like these keys, I'm not sure if anyone's really noticed it or not, but these keys are not the keys that like I'm typing. They don't match at all what I'm typing. So like having those on there is just useless and kind of confusing sometimes actually. But anyway, I got sidetracked that a little bit. Right. So this stuff. Open that up. Or no, we want that. Well, connect to that, I suppose. Okay, frame title. So that's the thing that does the frame most of the time. I don't use cherry mixes. They did a different format which allows the entire key to be lit, not just the top. Unless it feels more stable. Oh, it doesn't use cherry. Okay, it's one of the clear casing ones, right? Yeah, I forget who makes those, but yeah, it feels more stable. Really? Because Cherry's been around for a while. They've been a fairly decent company, unless their quality's like tanked since I've bought a keyboard. Let's start game trends. So this is start of the transition. Not a frame. Handler. What's the entry point? I guess. Right. Yeah, but okay, whatever, I'm fine. It's a square thing. Logitech designed a brand new one. Okay. Slayer Darth, how you doing? Welcome. Pretty beat. Uh-oh. Long day today. Mine wasn't that bad, but you know, I'm here though, so that's, you know, it's gotta count for something, right? Okay, so this is the fade frame handler. Almost crashed one of our staging servers. Well, at least it was staging and not production, right? Right? Okay, why not production, right? It's the fastest way to wake up, don't you know? Just crash production right early in the morning. Speaking of production dying, by the way, so it's been raining a lot here today. I'm kind of surprised my power's been on all day. Especially because we were supposed to have a release at work, my day job, tonight. But that didn't happen because our second location where a bunch of our servers are held started to flood. So we turned those servers off so, like, they weren't completely ruined. I was importing our production server's database on my staging server. Okay, that's not terrible. I was running into issues keeping up to date with the production server. Yeah, that's always like a cat and mouse kind of game, I think, isn't it? Didn't anticipate how large the sequel time would be. Oops. Greatest good to release the production database at 4:55 on in the morning every weekday. What? You'd die in a month of stress. Yeah, servers plus water equals great combination, right? Yeah, but no, Netflix actually has something that's kind of like that, but not quite as destructive. It is pretty destructive though. It just what's it called? The Chaos Monkey, where it just goes and terminates production servers randomly. I've got another point where the VM couldn't even handle like a 4,000 line dump. 1,000 line chunks. Oh no. I do not live near Delaware now. What outside of cooling of any cooling system? Yeah. I live outside of Boston. It's still East Coast though, so. Alright. So this one right here actually handles the scrolling, right? Okay, when Vim can't handle it, you know there's something wrong. You know this in Florida because weather was really bad this morning. Like, really, hurricane bad? Wow. No, they're not. They're like barely a town away. For about 30 minutes, then it stopped. That's typical Florida, right? Typical Florida. Oh, I'm only scrolling once every other frame, aren't I? Okay, well, let's not do that. Let's scroll every single frame. So that'll speed it up a little bit, which I think I want. So that should happen a little bit faster now. Good. It happens faster. Good. Okay. Let's just make everything muggy and hot. Oh, goodness, yeah. AMD, Katrina. I live in Florida. Sunny, hurricane, sunny. I don't think I'd like that. I don't think I'd like that at all. Alright, yeah, so we're going to remove all of that because that's far too slow. I do need to fix that because it's not going to be right. I know. Let's remake that, redo that, and then what's it called? Title trans scroll frame. Title trans frame scrolling probably. All right, come on, give me the thing. Title trans. That one. It's something like that. It's not necessarily a tax haven because it's still in the States. But you don't need to like have a brick and mortar in that state to be able to start a company in that state. So, you know, seems that VS Code would be fine with a 1 terabyte file theoretically. Theoretically, yeah, in theory. Running an NPM install was reminded how the scrolling character slowed down NPM. The scrolling character? Oh, so not it. Yeah. Oh, thought I had a typo. You did that time. Ironically enough. Right, so this one, that's where I want to do the breakpoint. Start. Okay. Oh, it does the fade during that, doesn't it? It shouldn't be, because that fade should have been done by then. Well, okay, it does like one fade, so whatever, I guess. Thought this one, yeah, go figure. VS Code runs an Electron. Why? But why though? No. I want this one. Okay. What? Oh. There it goes. Alright. Let's actually go this way. Speed down to 3%. And title scroll. We're gonna put that to the watch. Add that to the watch. What? Did it just snap? It just snapped, didn't it? We can like count the frames as this is happening. Look at that. So that happened. That color cycle happens every other frame. So we can count the frames here, going this slow. Oh, and if I hit the button too fast, it doesn't register. Yeah, probably. A lot of things. Too many things run on Electron. You know, too many things. Far too many things. All right. Oh yeah, because E8 is like the last scroll value that's valid for. Ooh, yeah, okay. For that name table, isn't it? Any name table for vertical name table, or the vertical scroll. Electronic is separate dev teams for the Mac and Windows builds. Windows using .NET. I don't know using for Mac. Probably Electron. Yeah. But they wanted to maintain a single code base rather than separate. Funny, because that's exactly what .NET is for. Like that's like the purpose of especially .NET Core. Who would have thought? I don't know. Yeah, it doesn't make me want to use JavaScript. That's for sure. Registers and then the scroll. Okay. Horizontal offsets range from 0 to 255. Normal vertical offsets range from 0 to 239, while values of 240 to 255 are treated as -16 through -1. Okay. Well, let's bring up a calculator. Oh, it's off screen. Hang on. All right. 255 minus 239 is 16. That's why it's snapping. I thought that was like 8 or something like that. Okay. Has some some parts coded in C++. That's why it's so fast. This is more version Electron, probably. Knowing Microsoft, it probably is. Yeah. All right. So basically, I need to keep track of the scroll and add another transition frame handler. But over here. Where is it? E8. Okay. Branch not equal to plus. Okay. Frame load. No, frame. Second scroll. Title. Trans frame. Is there a limit to the length of these things, of these labels? I hope not. Just turning to like Java naming conventions here. T no start. Funny issue at work. What did I? My jQuery animation cycles pausing when the browser was not in focus. That sounds about right, actually. That sounds like something both of them do, actually. I wouldn't be surprised in the least. Okay, so this one, first we need to do not that, but we need to do -16 to title scroll. And put that in there. Yeah, okay. Then we need to, or let's, -17. And then we're going to increment title scroll. The control thing, or with, well, let's copy all this over, actually. Like that. Load up title scroll, and then we're going to compare that to 0, actually. How could they? 92.7% TypeScript, 4% JS, 2.2% CSS, but not C++. Isn't TypeScript just JavaScript, but they call it something different because they like shove types into it that aren't real or something? I don't know. Actually, but I don't need to compare that, or I don't need to load and compare. That's just a branch unequal. This is going to be load up title to this one. Store that into do frame pointer. Nope. Get the other one. Pointer +1. Yeah, I've read the Bugzilla report. Whoops. Well, yeah. It is typed JavaScript. Typed is a step closer, step in a better direction, but the fact that tons of functions return the any type and accepting it. Yeah. Okay. Alright, so this should make it less of a jerk between, excuse me. -17 is out of that range. I want you to put it in that range, please. Where is it? 240, so that's going to be 239. Alright, you happy now? No, you're still not happy because I spelled something wrong. Don't you know what I meant with that? Come on. No reference on it. What? What do you mean? Where? 460. Oh. It was a warning. It wasn't an error, it was a warning, but we're going to remove it anyway, because I don't like warnings. Okay. Oh, goodness, we need to speed that up a little bit. What's it out? No, come on, give me the window, thank you. Oh, let's go 12. That works. Alright. Start. I still need to draw a bunch more stuff down there, but we'll get to that. broke it. Broke it. I broke it. Probably because I don't do a jump at the end of this. Wait, that doesn't matter though. Yeah, I'll put it there anyway. Jump T, no start. I have too much crap open. Holy crap. Jeez, let me close some of this. Hang on. Close that. Close that. Anything else I can close? I can close this. I'll do this one right now. We're gonna close that. That open. That's all this crap. Oh, I need to pop out. I need to add a window. Hang on. The song request thing. Put that over there somewhere. And it turns out, by the way, the pretzel does take a portion of those bits. I mean, it's less than half, but it's still, you know, they take something. Take part of it. Well, I don't know how I feel about that, but okay. Let me just go to source. Let's see if this one is fixed. All right, so it's gonna be title friend something. Second screen. Let's drop a breakpoint there. Bam. Okay. So that's about right for. Well, Can you show this at like? No, of course not. It won't actually update any of that stuff, will it? No. Yeah, that scroll is completely off then. That's fun. Alright. Increment title scroll, it's... Oh, it's right there. F0. That's cool. Load up the horizontal, put it to 2, jump to no start. Bit that. Why do I put that again? Oh, because that's checking for sprite 0. That's why. Okay, so we're not going to be checking for sprite 0 anymore because we don't care about sprite 0 anymore. Like at all. Yeah. Watch this, like, break the buildings entirely. Watch. It'll happen. Watch. Yep. There. Whoa, whoa, whoa. What? Okay. Okay. What was it? So we're going to make this 240 instead of 239. Because that put it back up on the top name table there. I think. Yeah, on the top name table, but like scrolled negative, I think. I don't know. Let's see if that did anything. Well, I'm sure it did something. Let's see if it did what we wanted it to do. We're gonna drop that speed down to like. Why? What? Do I have a window open that it like? I broke it. I broke it. That hasn't happened in a while though. That's surprising. All right. Let's try that again, shall we? We're gonna try that again. Of course, it doesn't have any of my breakpoints right there. Now, source view. We're going over to title trans frame second scroll. We want that guy, and we do want a breakpoint there. Okay. Okay, scrolled up a little bit. I scrolled a little too far. Yeah. Let's actually remove the overscan. Alright, so it's showing me all of the name tables on there. Normally, NTSC won't do that. Normally, NTSC chops off the top and bottom 8 scan lines, but we're gonna put them in there just because. Alright, so it goes far too far back. F1. Yeah. F0. Oh, is that because it doesn't change the control? Is 92 really what I want it to be? It's gonna be hex 92. I guess. Yeah. Maybe. Alright, well let's add 5 to this for kicks, or 8 to that for kicks. Yeah. The tile data is incorrectly fetched from the... Wait a minute. Hold up. But the tile data is incorrectly fetched from the attribute table. But tile data is... I don't like that. That one, like, part of that sentence right there, that makes me uneasy. Well, let's see what adding a bunch did to it, if anything. That button. I don't know why I brought that up, because it doesn't actually show me what I want to see. It does scroll it, but that's... Wait a minute, that's other data, isn't it? That's data somewhere else. Yeah. Because the green, remember, is the background color. So it's scrolling it correctly then. But because I got rid of the sprite 0, it doesn't do the swap at that line anymore. Unless I still just wait for sprite 0, but I don't T no scroll. No start, right? No start. So I stopped moving sprite 0. Like that's not moving anymore. Let's actually load up 1 and put that into SPZY. So we know that sprite 0 is on the screen, at least. Oh, I forgot the store instruction. Alright. Yeah, because the first scan line, what's it? Sprites cannot be drawn on, because of course not. It still did a little bit. Yeah, I don't know if you saw it, because it did go by a little fast. Let's see. Title. Try and second scroll. What do you mean it's an invalid expression? It's a valid expression. Fine. Let's 200, I think? Okay, I need to actually, like, put the address in brackets. 0 and 200. Square brackets. There it goes. That ain't right. That's not right. Because I can't... Okay. There it goes. That's correct. 88. Alright. Start. See, so it moves down, or up, rather. Then it stops moving. Good. Bring up this guy over here. This is the event viewer, so I can see where the scan line currently is. And then we're going to wait for sprite 0 to hit. We're going to wait a while, I think, for this. Or no, that one's not sprite 0 hit. That's sprite 0 clear, which happens on scanline -1, right there. Can you see that? Kind of. It's probably a little small for you. All right, then we wait for sprite 0 to hit. So that's gonna happen in like one more scan line. This scan line. Oh, so that scan line, the first two are green. At least the first two. Scanline 4. Wait a minute. Where's this guy hit? Oh no. Because nothing is drawn. Nothing's drawn there. Nothing's drawn there, so it doesn't collide with anything. So I need to draw something on. Okay, I need to draw more on that then. I need to have it overlap a little bit. Okay. I'm just gonna hackily draw that at the bottom over here. Load up. What am I loading up in A? I don't even know anymore. 20. It's 20. 20. Load up X. 2. I need to get the address first. So that's going to be 23.0. Alright. And this is just going to be store that in 2007. Decrement X, branch not equal to the thing. Okay, so this should give us an extra line for sprite 0 to collide with. So in theory it should work nicer. It didn't. Okay. What? Okay. I really wish I could see where, like, the scroll actually is. What scan line are we on? 253. it doesn't want to show me where the scroll is. So that's next to useless. Alright. It's 88 now. So I want to see, like, how many tiles it actually is, you know? Because I might need to add another tile. Oh, I'll get that in the wrong spot now. Bam. See? So it's off again. I might actually move the sprite 0 to the other side of the screen. Actually, why am I using the sprite 0 at that point? Because once that stuff's off screen, I shouldn't need to worry about it. Where is the no start? This guy here. Control horizontal. Yeah, that's all I need to worry about. I don't need to worry about the sprite 0 anymore. Once it hits that point, I'm already doing the horizontal there. Okay, let's move this way out of the way. Let's move it down to E0. So that's way out of the way, right? Now, in theory, the building shouldn't screw up. E0 is undefined because it's okay. There it goes. In theory, it shouldn't screw up the buildings when it scrolls. And it didn't. Okay. What address is that? I want to know what address that is. It looks like it's only a tile. So it's probably this one here. Which is 23A0 line, which should have something. It has a tile there. It's the wrong tile. No, it's not. It's 20. Okay. Everything else has that tile too. Wait a minute. What? Yes, the sprite 0 is way down here. It's way down there. So I don't even need to jump to that. I can just jump to the wait frame. So I can get rid of all that crap in the event viewer there. Yeah, there we go. What is this? Sprite 0 hit. It's way up there, but we're not doing anything with sprite 0 because we don't care. Right? I don't think I do. Tile index 20. Yeah, it's tile index, well, 10 or 20, but that doesn't matter because 10 and 20 are the same tile essentially. They're down here, 10 and 20. Unless it changes the background sprite address. Oops. Which it might. It does not. Because that's what I was doing with the title screen here. So if I pause it real quick. Now where's... That's the wrong window. I want... Little... And my title, not that one. Frame title. Tino start. Because I'm using... Right, so the NMI, whereas... Oh. My chat disconnected there for a second. I am still alive, right? Okay. Where's the NMI? It's gonna happen in the NMI. Yeah, nothing changes. NMI. Control title right there. Does this still happen? That's probably why, actually. If that still happens, when I hit start, let me hold start down. No, it doesn't. Okay, where is the NMI that's actually happening? Try that one. PP control and title scroll. PP control. Okay, so I need to change that to what I need it to be. Right. Okay, so control title has a weird thing going on. It's really nerdy. How you doing? time to watch a real life wizard at work. Thank you for stopping by. I appreciate it. Okay, so where's the other NMI? Oh no, not the other NMI. I need the other scrolling thing. Scrolling the second scroll. Control. What side of the control there? Oops, I need this. Because Ruby, no. Whatever. PPU, CTRL, title, and then horizontal, vertical. Okay. So that one bit that's off, or that's different between these two, that bit right there is the background name table, or the character table. So during the title, I use... Where is it? I use the top one, right? Don't do that. I use the top one so I can get the text on the background. But for the bottom half of the screen, I'm using the bottom one so I can draw the buildings and crap, right? So during... actually, not even during the NMI, during the frame, when I'm looking for Sprite 0, once Sprite 0 hits, it switches the character set that the background is using, right? But for that transition, I don't need that to happen anymore, actually. Like at all. Actually, we know it's we know it's not happening anymore because right when I hit the start button, oops, the text disappears and becomes that. So we know it's not happening anymore. So where's that green coming from, then? Like what? I don't get it. Nope, I'm not sure where I went. Okay, so we're doing some waiting. Oh, because I'm in NMI right now. I'm waiting for the frame to finish while I'm in NMI. How did that happen? Let's undo that one. Second scroll. Why? Why? So that's why things are getting screwy. Okay, right here's where it switches. that's a do frame pointer. Okay, when does this guy start? In the NMI. Actually, is that correct? Okay, then that guy hits. It sets it up. No start. So this is waiting for the NMI to end. That's what that is. Okay. I'll be here in a second. 260. That's the last scan line. There it goes. Okay. So we're on scan line -1, and now we're waiting for sprite 0 to hit, which it did. Okay. And now it's sleeping. Okay. So the next frame, if I have that. Okay. Increment the scroll. Right. Horizontal and the name table switch. Or not switch even, it's just the name table. And I shouldn't even need to do that either. I shouldn't have to do that because that's done up top here. And I don't reset that in the NMI I'm using. Because I'm using that NMI, right? Go back in the wait frame and yeah, I am using that NMI. But what is that? Why? Why is that happening? Let's over break plus 1, right? Okay. Let's comment that out in the NMI. Or not the NMI, the let's go here. Or let's just get rid of it, screw it. This is gonna be wrong. This is gonna be wrong. Location. Maybe not. Okay. Well, that one's whatever. I'm not sure what that one is, but okay. I thought Vim would have QBasic highlighting. I was wrong. It might just be the file type. It's not grabbing. If you do the syntax command, you might be able to do it. So if I do syn equals basic. Oh. Well, I tried. Well, I tried. Yeah, if it doesn't, well, if it doesn't exist yet, I guess you won't be able to find it then. Where am I? Over here. And I want this on screen as well. Okay. So now we're there. Load up that stuff. Load to E0 and sprite 0, so that moves sprite 0 way down the screen. Jump, no start. Okay. And this starts with the black on the screen, which is good. That's what I want. I want it to stay that way, frankly. Let's go to the title. Where is it? What is this? I mean, you're not entirely wrong there. Game trans. No, I want not the fading, or the scrolling. I want this guy, the second scroll, and the NMI. Put a breakpoint in both of them. So the NMI I want you to hit first. It does. Good. Okay, I'm gonna keep an eye on these two values over here that you kind of can't really see because my head's in the way, but whatever. Title scroll is still, or not scroll, but the PPU control is still 92, which is correct. I'm gonna finish. Okay, it goes to RTI, which does all this, and then okay, do frame, increment the scroll, F9. All right, that sounds about right. Yeah, because that's less than FF, which is a negative value as far as that's concerned. Yeah, they're asking me how much time I spend in front of the computer. The real question should be how much time I don't spend in front of. Yeah, exactly. Okay, so now I'm going to jump to wait frame. Do I want to jump there? Probably. Because I didn't change anything, really. Because of that, jump to the wait frame. Come on. Skyline 59. Come on. Skyline 60. 260. There it goes. Skyline -1. Okay. Alright, so we're still above everything here. And it's drawing green now. Nothing's happening there. You know what? Let's try something real quick. I'm gonna open up my other emulator and see if the same thing happens. So I don't know if this is like the correct behavior or not, if that's expected. Oh shoot! I don't have any of that stuff. Let's see address. C075. C075. From what I've seen from research, looking at screens causes no permanent issues, only very temporary ones. Very temporary ones, like possible some eye strain or having some difficulty seeing far larger for some moments. Yeah, that's my experience too. That's not even the line I want. No, where I want to break is down here. C4 6F. Come on. Okay, so this guy, what was that? Thank you for the file, I appreciate it. That was a little louder than I expected, but thank you. Okay, so this is this stuff here. So we're going to... there it is. Add a breakpoint. This is going to be transfer 2-second scroll. There's some conflicting resource when it comes to the effect of blue light created by screens. Research. So in my personal experience, blue light on a screen does not help me go to sleep at night at all. So much so that I've actually got a blue light filter on. I don't know if you can see that. You probably can. On my monitor here. It doesn't come through stream, I don't think. But I do use this, so everything looks kind of palish. Well, not pale, but I don't know, warmer, I guess, more orange. But yeah, I can turn it off, and then I'm like blinded, so I know it's working. All right, and C489. 489. This right here is the start of the second scroll. Oh, good, it's not too long. No. No. No, actually. C4BA. Because that's the wrong address. That's the wrong address. That's why it's not that. C489. This guy here. Paste. There we go. As soon as I forget that it's on, I'm like, why are the colors so bad, right? Yeah, I'm just used to it now. I've been using it for so long. Contrast, yeah. Contrast is what really gets it. So I can't understand, like, people that have a cell phone brightness cranked all the way up at night and they're looking at it. Like, how are your eyes, like, not melted out of your eye sockets? Having light reflect off of blue walls probably has the same effect as coming from a screen. Probably. Probably. Okay, so I do want a breakpoint here as well. Okay. Where is my FCUX screen? There it is. Run. It does help a lot at night. It does, yeah. I need to focus that. Okay, good. It hit a breakpoint. That's good. Step into. Actually, I can just run. I don't think it happens over here. Okay. Well, PPU. Okay, we are using the new PPU. Good. Video. Zero and 239. Close. Okay, so I'm showing all of the scan lines now. Not the PPU viewer. I want the name table. Ah, that one. Then my hue lights change color. The wall's just the blackish purple. Alright, so we're gonna hit start. Aha! Okay. So it's happening the same, it's drawing the same pattern on both emulators. So that means there's something wrong with my code. Lovely. And the scroll line is way down here off screen. Okay. They should use UV light monitors. How about the eyes? Throw in some microwaves too, right? Yeah, see, so it's the exact same. Let me get rid of that. the exact same pattern on both emulators. Light is additive, Pikmins are subtractive. Yep. Well, I'm going to go to the bathroom real quick, and then I'll see if I can figure something out. I'll be right back. Ghost Chain. Why is there a server in the house? It's a children's book? What? That sounds hilarious and amazing at the same time. Oh. Alright, so yeah, something wonky is going on here. And I do use vertical scrolling for the credit screen as well. Let me how are servers born, right? So let's have a look at the scrolling for the credit screen and how it specifically goes between name tables. So that's I don't even remember where. Probably in the frame, I would think. That's frame. Book is sponsored by Microsoft Home Server. Really? So they put monkeys in front of him when they say exit. That's the bug stuff. Or yeah. So this I added this in a while back. I don't remember if I did it on stream. I don't think I did it on stream. But if it's in the debug ROM, it just doesn't put the stuff in there because I didn't feel like commenting that out and uncommenting it all the time. Okay. Pigment scroll. Okay. Roll over. Scroll table, top, bottom. Okay, let's do it over here. Zero, top, and bottom. Okay, so that's just, you know, what I would think. Yeah. I don't know the business me the creator of the book. Top, bottom. Okay, that sounds like it's mirroring what's happening over here with PB control stuff. Where is it? Yeah, because I'm adding to it. Yeah, so these bytes are going to be 90, and then that bit, or these bits are 90, and with that bit turned on, this bit right here, it's 92. Right. So the only difference between the credit stuff and the normal stuff is that for the credits, looks like I'm using the same name table. Well, not name table, the same character table for both the sprites and the background. Yep. Yeah. Okay. So I don't know if you can see it very well, but it's the background and the sprite address both start at 1000 there. Wow, first page of the book. Just so you know, Tim O'Connor, the author, does not actually have a PhD. He's also not actually a person. The entire premise of the book is fictional, but on the bright side, a Windows home server is a real product. We have to, wow. Wow, they wasted no time. No time in that book. Goodness gracious. They get straight to the point. Straight to it. Okay, so go to scroll table. What's the scroll table here? This guy. That's this one. I'll probably just do this. That's frame. Scroll. Chunk weight, scroll weight, no. Scroll table. 98. 98. A. Wait a minute. Do I have the wrong values for that stuff? Where's this guy? 9A is at the bottom. Oh wait, no, because that's a scrap here. Let's make that 0 for both of them. So that shouldn't break anything. That should not break anything. If this does, I'm going to be dumbfounded. Okay. Okay, 90. You should hit 92 here in a second. I don't know, a second. Come on. 92. Okay. How to tell if you're running JRE or JDK? No, not on stream. Maybe later. But, so I missed where I was looking for actually. So I want to know what the scroll goes to. Wait. Come on. Credits frame. Go there. Five, 6, 7. See, I don't like how it keeps bouncing back over there. I don't know why it does that. Shows a link to a suicide hotline for some reason. Alright then. Alright. Well, probably because it wrote stuff after all that crap. That's probably why it's because that's like the address of, or where it scrolls to when what's it, the palettes are being written. Okay, almost there. E8 or E9, A, B, C, D, E, F. 1, 2. It just went to EF and then snapped the other one. Which is 239. And then it just snapped to 0. E0. That's not that. Oh, is that because I got this one wrong? I just have the wrong scroll value there? Because that would make sense. Yeah. And we're just going to, instead of second scroll, we're just gonna friggin' load up, or no, 0, put that in title scroll, and we're not gonna bother with that. It's gonna be frame load instead. Title trans frame load. Okay, title trans frame load. Oh, down here. Okay. I think my math might have just been off by a lot. Okay. Zero scroll, serious, I don't want zero scroll. E9. It's stuck somewhere. Where's it stuck? Stuck in here? No, because I would have hit that again. It's over there. It's just stuck there. Yes. Yes, it is. So I shouldn't be jumping to the... Just the wait frame. Yeah, waiting for sprite 0. That's what it was. Alright, we're gonna slow it down by a bunch. Okay. I got rid of the weirdness. The full green screen, by the way. It's because I turned the PPU off, and green is the background color, so it draws that. I'll get back to that. Because I don't. That's where I don't want to turn the screen off, and I want to draw the actual playfield up here, while I'm still looking down here, right? So I want to draw the first name table of the playfield. Then once that is done drawing, I want to switch to it, switch the mirroring mode to vertical, and then draw a bunch into, like, I guess it's 3 meta columns into the second name table. And then once that's done, start the game. So we're getting there. I'm getting there. We're gonna minus that a bunch. No? Okay. Well. Whenever I pause, it just... Okay. Whatever. But we're getting there. We're getting there. Slowly but surely. Slowly but surely. Oh, there's going to be the breakpoints in there, which I want to actually turn off. Alright, so it actually only freaks out for like a frame or two. See, it flashes for like a frame or two. So we're getting there. We're making progress. Okay. Okay. Progress. That can actually be reset. That one's be reset. I don't think I need to do this anymore either. 278. Load file. Guess. 278. These guys. Because that's what I thought it was, but I guess not. So let's try it. Good. Yeah, so this wasn't it at all. Let's see. Remove the frame mod stuff. This guy. 464. 464. Oh, I remove this entirely, don't I? So I don't need to do any scrolling on the second name table. I just need to switch to it once I, you know, scroll the right number of lines. Go figure. There we go. Yep. That, we're going to get rid of that stuff like that. Fresh. Okay. Fix transition scroll to second or to third name table. The values were off a bit for stopping the scroll. Corrected them, and it works better. Also sped up the scroll to 1 pixel per frame instead of every other frame. Okay. Alright, so now, when it starts to scroll, right, that's when I want it to redraw some stuff on the screen. Yeah, let's see here. That actually uses one of the palettes, isn't it? What that uses, did it do it? Oh, because I'm paused. Like emulator required. So it's using the first one. So what I can do is I can just. No, I can't. I was gonna say I can just. I'm gonna have to go. Have a great night, evening. Yeah, it's evening. Thank you for stopping by. Appreciate it. See you next time. The Gel Mega. So I can't. I was gonna just swap out the palette, but I can't really do that because green is the background color again, not black. so you'll still see the crap there. So I actually have to change out those tiles. Alright, well. Okay. I wonder if I can do that in the NMI. Like if in a single NMI. I don't know if that'll work. Draw a title. Okay. So we need to grab this. Title text. Go down to somewhere over here. Start the transition. Start frame mode. Okay, so right here, the scrolling is where I need to do it. Essentially. Yeah. We're 14 points down. You ever been on a team? Yeah, sure, for things. For a bunch of things. Why? If you or unless you mean like following a sport, I don't follow any sports. Okay, so I need to essentially trigger redrawing of stuff. All right, so we're gonna bit title clear. BBC to +1. Let's go over here. Otherwise, we're going to erase title. Load up. 00? No, 20. Yeah, 20. And this is going to be a loop of store in 2007 for a bunch of times. Title text. How big is that? One, two, three, four, five, six. No, we're not doing it that way. Title seed text minus title text -1. Check over next. Branch not equal. Back one. So that should erase the top line. But I need to actually make that something. Here and then this one, and up here somewhere. Where is it? Fading and scrolling here. Decrement. Title. Clear. Over here. Load up 0 and store that into title clear. Okay, so this should clear just the name, not the actual contents of the title. Good, it did. Yeah, looks like I'm not doing the frame, the sprite 0 weight correctly there, but whatever. We're gonna open up that guy. What's that called? Title trans NMI. Okay. Come on. That button. Over here. Set. Okay. So what I'm looking at now is the what's it? The timings for everything. This is 8. Oh, I need to. Let's look over here so I can see what it changes. Okay, that's actually fairly tight. That could work. Okay, and then I need to go to 22 AD. And let's do all those for a bunch. I don't know. Yeah, well, we'll start at 22 AD. Oh, branch to no clear. A liar and a thief. Huh? What you mean? There's title, and then erase items. And then what was it started again? It starts at 22 AD. And let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, so 10. So I don't have to reload A. And then store that into 2007. Deco next, branch not equal back there. Oops, I want decimal 10, not hex 10. Okay, so that's gonna be line 1. Or no, let's just, yeah. AD, then ED. ED, do the same thing. Okay, let's see how the timing is now. Okay, oh, that's not the right screen. Window, whatever. Okay. All right. I might actually be able to make this. I might actually be able to make this in the NMI. Yeah, I could certainly make that. Okay, all right. I mean, everything's hard coded. I don't particularly like that, but that's okay for now. That's okay for now. Let's grab 2 more of these. All right. So after the ED one. It's 2D. Did I need to, I don't know if I need to clear that one. 2D. And we're going for an extra tile after that. Wait, 2D, but that means that this 2, 3, 2D. Yeah, okay. 2, 3, 2D. And we're going for 11 tiles there. And then the next one All right, 2360. 60. But we're only going for 1, 2, 3, 6, 7 tiles. Okay. I do need to get it like a frame early or something like that, so it doesn't do that thing. Or no, the wait for the sprite 0 thing is borked on that. Whatever. I'll come back to that. One thing at a time. Okay. It's looking good so far. Oh, yeah. Okay, that's good. That's all right. Yeah, okay. Okay. What we do need to do, though, set some of that stuff up. Control. So that needs to stay as something else while we're fading. Right here. Game trans. I do not want to change this yet. That needs to happen down here. I think. Okay. Not quite. Not quite. Okay, title game change. We need to step through on that. Come on, give me the thing. Okay, what happens here? Load up 95, store in the scroll. Is that correct? I don't know. Probably not. That guy. TPP controls 0. Oh, I clear that, don't I? I don't want to do that, do I? I don't think I do. No start. Yep. So this is where it does its thing and scrolls weird. Okay, so I do want that to have something in it. For now. What do we undefined? Oh, it's because it's capital. Because the capitals. There we go. Alright, let's try that again. That was it. Okay. That was the problem there. Good. Okay. We're making progress. Hello, Lance Maker. How you doing? We're making progress. So I'm gonna have a bagel. I'm gonna have a bagel. And I don't know, I'm gonna let the credits go. Because why not? It's something that's moving on screen. It's not like, yeah. Yes, it is all 6502 assembly. Yeah, I wrote all of it from scratch, actually, in 6502 assembly. So the only thing that isn't my code is some macro stuff for the for the NES header, which is this right here. I found this somewhere online. I think on the NES wiki. Yes, a celebratory bread Taurus. Exactly. But everything else is all written by hand. Mostly on stream too. There's only a few things that I didn't write on stream. Very few. Well, yeah, I can import stuff. Like right here. These are the list of files I use. But the main file, the main entry file, is this right here, the runner file. Runner. Oh yeah, I don't know if you can read that. Oh. So the center bit right here, this is the main file, right? So I scroll all the way up. I've got the header stuff. I've got definitions of pattern things. You can see ink bin, include binary, include a source file. So this one is, you know, RAM file here, or RAM definitions. Yes and no. The if statement is assembler stuff. So that's only for things that are constant and known at assemble time. So I can't use it actually, like I can't use it in real code, right? Like I can't use it for game logic at all, or any kind of logic for the game itself. Yeah, but I can use it for, like, you know, oh, NTSC is defined, or PAL is defined, or over in over here, down here. Where is it? I have it here somewhere. It's in the frame. There it is. This right here. So I have a separate ROM that I use to debug and write this portion right here, which is the credits. If I'm running in the credits ROM itself and not the game ROM, this code right here is completely omitted. It's not used at all, because that test ROM doesn't have those supporting routines. It was warm. Yes, I figured out what I was doing under the scroll, so I fixed it. I like to think I fixed it, but apparently I didn't completely fix it. Oh, maybe I did. What? I thought I saw something weird there. How am I importing sprites and things? So, the sprite data, the character data, as the NES likes to call it, is in its own special format. So this right here is the emulator's view of that data. Now in an actual cartridge, this is on a separate chip entirely than the program stuff. It's on the character ROM chip. You know what? That's probably it. I didn't clear the table, so it had the credits data. Credits data in it. That's exactly what it was. All right. So yeah. So this is in its own memory essentially that the PPU can look at. The CPU can't actually access this data directly. But in order to get it into this format specifically, first I use a program called a sprite. This guy right here. So I use this program for the actual drawing of things, right? So I can, draw in this program, whatever. Yeah, beautiful program, by the way. I love it. But this cannot export into the format I need, unfortunately. I might write a plugin for that. We'll see. I'll do that off stream, if anything. So I'm using this program, yychr.exe. So this one, let me open up. So this one right here is the program to actually get it into the file that the NES hardware itself can read, because it's a 2-bit per pixel format, which is frustrating. So yeah, so I use this program to basically open up the bitmap that I save from this guy over here. So I'm going to save that. So you can see the little scribble on the bottom there. And then I just open it up over there, and oh look, the scribble's there. So then I just save this, and over here somewhere in my ROM or in my source file, I have that included as a binary blob, essentially. Because that blob looks like. Hang on. No, not that one. Where is it? There it is. Looks like this. This is that blob. Yeah. It's just for fun. So, I learned assembly. I don't do it for a day job. I learned it specifically like a program for the NES, and I've learned most of the NES stuff on stream. And there's a few tutorials that I started off stream, and when they went haywire, like when I did them wrong, and they blew up on screen, I'm like, oh my goodness, this is hilarious. Why am I not streaming this? So I stopped, and then I continued on stream. Essentially. So, yeah. And, yeah, so the first thing I actually wrote on stream was Pong. So that's available over on GitHub if you want to have a look. Both the source code as well as the assembled ROM if you don't want to assemble it yourself. Let's see, over here. This guy. There it goes. And this one actually does have sound. Oh, oops. Well, I think it's turned off because I was doing some other stuff. And it's on. Volume sucks. Nothing. That's why. Because I was going through another ROM. So let me pause my music real quick. Oh, because I have the emulation speed way down, so that's why. Okay. There it goes. Okay. So yeah, so I do have some audio in this one. That's the nicest sounding bit of all of them. And I'm gonna mute that again. Where is it? Oh, it's just part of this one. Options, audio, disable audio. Yeah, so I wrote this almost entirely on stream. The only thing I didn't write on stream for this one, I think, I don't remember anymore, was the very basic logic to get the ball bouncing on the screen. And that was actually part of a tutorial that I was working on, which is why I wrote Pong, because at the end of the tutorial it was, here's the start of Pong and how you do Pong or whatever. But a lot of it was, like, skeleton code, so I can actually show you some of that. So I'm going to come up here and then go to the very nice tutorial 7, and then this one? No, I want their code. So the tutorial I was following gave you like the source code file to here's what it should look like kind of thing, right? But there's a lot of here's where you'd put the code for this thing, and here's where you put the game over code, and here's where you put the collision code, and here's where you put the paddle code, and all that kind of stuff. Think about the file, I appreciate it. So I'm like, okay, cool. But this is where it left you off, by the way. It left you off here. Actually, it didn't look like that, but this is where I started. And then I took this, and I made it into a full ROM. At NYU, my teacher asked us to write square root code in a similar language. That was hard. Yeah, so the thing with what I'm writing here, I have addition, subtraction, multiplication by 2, and division by 2. Only by 2, right? This is a lovely background. I don't have anything else. I don't have a proper division or multiplication instruction at all. It just does not exist on this processor. So, like, actually figuring out a square root, for instance, on here, I think would be a pain in the butt. Mainly because math is not my strong suit. and there is no multiplication, division, or any of those functions on the processors that I'm using. Well, I mean, technically that's, you know, well, I think it's actually implemented similarly on the 6502 because it's 2's complement math. Well, that's for nebulous and crap. So. Trainer didn't want to add an add function to his computer. He said manipulation was good enough. The other engineers forced him to add it. He also wrote in base 32? Why? That sounds difficult. Yeah, what is base 32? Like, is there like a standard for that? What's the character set? A through Z, and then 2 through 7. 2 through 7? What? Okay. That's weird. And why is this Z-based? What? Designed to be easier for human use. Excuse me. I can hold a lot of info. I mean, sure, but you gotta... I mean, if you're using it on a modern computer, everything's basically in base 2, so all that crap goes out the window. Because you don't have 32 states of a bit. You have 2 states of a bit. Hex is different. Hex is a abbreviation of the bit. Unless you mean that the machine that he wrote for was a 32-bit machine that he just combined 2 bytes for. Alright, so that would make more sense. So if it's a 32-bit machine, back then, things like bytes didn't really exist yet. That concept didn't exist yet. So we've got bytes arranged in, or grouped rather, in multiples of 8 bits, right? I wonder if I went over there. Wow. So we oh no, I have too much crap open and it's lagging. Okay, we're gonna, oh, there it goes. Well, there it went. But yeah, so he would just represent the actual bits of it, I guess, as a single character instead of, well, we got 2 characters here, which is hex. So that'd be my guess. Yes, it is. Yep. If you do exclamation point theme, you get both the theme I'm using as well as the font. Or if you're curious about the tools I'm using, exclamation point tools. I'll give you the tools. Listen. Looks comfy. I like it, but it has a bit of a learning curve. It's a very powerful editor, but it's complex. Complex. That's a nice way of putting it, I think. All right. Come back over here. Come on. VS Code. All right. Also coding.net. Yeah, I haven't used VS Code, mainly because I use full-blown Visual Studio. But I've heard good things about it, even though it's written in Electron. Written with Electron. Yeah. But, VS Code! Ah! Yeah. Yeah, my day job is actually C# VB.NET and SQL. So I use Visual Studio at work too. People say VS Code is a botnet. I wouldn't be surprised. I wouldn't be surprised. What isn't a botnet these days? Well, I mean, botnet does have a specific meaning, I think. I'm looking for. Don't forget Bitcoin, right? Everything's a blockchain because shut up. What was I working on? I forget what I was actually doing. Anybody remember? Oh, I know what I need to do. Okay. Yeah. And 10 years of TypeScript experience, right? Has TypeScript been around that long? I don't think it has. Just let the chat flow with you. Yeah, I need to clear that little bit of it. That, and I also need to split up the initial draw playfield loop into something that I can call over and over again across multiple frames. So where is it? The draw whole map thing. This guy right here. So I need to be able to. I need to take this, or this stuff, and put that over a few frames, like 16 or so. It's like requirements of Java in tech 50 years of React experience. Yeah, exactly. TypeScript is 6 years old. Yeah, so good luck getting 10 years experience in a 6-year-old language. You must be 20 years old to get the job. Yeah. Yeah, some of the job description or job requirements or whatever that they put out with some of these things is like, okay, you need like experience in this technology. Okay, cool. As well as these 20 different technologies. Hang on a second. Oh, and also like Java, because shut up. Yeah. Like saying needs 7 years TypeScript experience in .NET Core when it was made in 2015. Exactly. I actually read one funny little excerpt or tidbit or whatever article. Oh, I don't think it was a full article. But this guy was trying to apply for a Python job, and he didn't get it because he didn't have enough experience in Python, allegedly. The guy that was applying for the job, however, was the guy that wrote Python in the first place. So, like, no one else has more experience with Python than he did. Yeah. So, I don't know where the source is to that. So it could very well be completely made up. But I like repeating it, so there you have it. Keep pooping languages and frameworks. You keep using. Yeah, I mean, you're not wrong. You're not wrong. And how many JavaScript frameworks and libraries are there? Oh yeah, and the allowing HR people to write the requirements as well. Yeah. Yeah. So splitting this up is probably gonna be a pain in the butt. So I need like an intermediate stage between the title screen, essentially, and the game itself. I need something to administer, if you will, that loading. They just fill out paperwork, but the people don't even bother to tell them what they need. Probably not sometimes, honestly. So how am I gonna do this? Because I mean, right now it's somewhat elegant. It's kind of ugly, but somewhat elegant. But what I want to do is gonna break this apart and make it ugly, like really ugly. And I don't think I want to do that. Thank you for the file. I appreciate it. Like, I won't be doing the clearing of the name tables, because I'll be redrawing pretty much all of them. Yeah. Oh, and on the title screen, hang on, let me go up to the top of the title. That's credits. Up here, name table 0, attribute table 0. We also need to do this for the second attribute table 2. Yeah. This more elegant than my Python code, really? I don't know. I look at some of this code. I'm like, oh, that's ugly looking. Oh, that's nasty. That's a hack. Oh goodness. And the fact that it's in assembly just like twists the knife too. Cause I'll come back in like a day or two, like next stream on Saturday or whatever. And I'll look at my code. I'll be like, what was I thinking 2 days ago? I have no idea what this even does anymore. Cause like I won't comment it or something like that, and it'll be code like actually I probably have it commented pretty well in that one. Let's go over to scores. I haven't touched this in a while. Okay, so I know what that stuff kind of does. This, just quickly looking at it, I don't know what that... Oh, that's... Okay, that's... Okay, I kind of know what that one does. Maybe I did actually comment this one pretty well. Alright, I've been getting better at that. What's another file here? You know what? No, let's just go to... let's have a look at some of the Pong source code real quick. I only touch Python to do hacky jobs. Well, I mean, okay, that's your fault, then, I suppose. That's it. Wow, this is... See, leaving in stuff that's like been commented out, that's ugly, and it's like to start. Alright, what are the other files I have? Oops, EX. Thank you. Game over something. Frame loop? Oh, here we go. Like CRB, CRST. Like what? Huh? This one isn't as bad as I thought it would be, though. Like my boss go and say, I need to turn this Excel table with a billion lines into a 200-line one. Hacking in the dirty and fast automation stuff. Yeah, I couldn't hack my own router. Yeah. Excel, by the way, is the worst thing to work with. I have to work with it at work sometimes, and like, here's some data that we're giving to you in Excel. Could you not? Actually, could you just not? Excel is the worst format to pass around data in. Like, just hands down. No, Excel is terrible. You can. Listen here, you. Just because you can does not mean you should. Well, no, I've had all kinds of issues with getting data out of Excel properly. I think I've actually seen this. I think I've seen this one. Yeah. Have I seen this? Yeah, I have seen this. Making a 3D engine in Excel. Why? Why are you doing that? Why? Why though? But why though? Don't you have something better to do? I'm sure you have something better to do than to make every pixel a cell. I saw a guy make a Turing machine or prove that PowerPoint was Turing complete. Was that for screen printing shrouds? Turing machine. That's wonderful, right? Yeah, let's see. Let's see if I can find the video real quick. What's that? Yeah. Right there. On the Turing completeness of PowerPoint. PowerPoint is apparently Turing complete.
There's no...
No, I don't care about ads. Just go away, Mr. Ad. Skip ad, yes, thank you. So, I have it muted here, because whatever. He uses punch cards, a punch card format. And apparently, oh yeah, the only thing that like it can't do itself is progress to the next whatever, the next instruction. So you have to just like hit the space bar or click the play button or whatever every instruction to actually have it do its thing. But this is all in PowerPoint, and it's all like it all works apparently. So this guy had far too much time in his hands. It's one way to pour. Oh, you mean of doing Excel? Yeah. Yeah, I heard about that one. As an Easter egg? Yeah. Wasn't there another game in Excel as an Easter egg as well? I thought there was. Like you had to put a certain value in a certain cell somewhere, and it all of a sudden it's this other game. All right. So I'm not looking forward to doing this hacky bits. Thank you for the file. I appreciate it. This hacky bits with the game code. I'm really not. The initialization code. Oh, did I test that? I don't think I did. Let me come over here again and test it out. So we're gonna go over to credits, hit start, and come down to start game, and it shouldn't have any credits crap on the bottom. Good, it doesn't. I noticed the score was wrong there for a second though. So the dude that posted this link was mocking C#, saying that it's not turning complete. I don't know what turning complete is. Basically, it can technically solve any problem. Yeah. It might be unbelievably complex, like some esoteric languages, but essentially it means you can solve any problem with just that thing. Given enough, I don't know, time and alcohol or something. Determination. Yeah. Alright, so this, what is that? Oh boy, I need to, okay, so actually here's a perfect example of crap that's hacky that I won't be able to figure out what it means in 2 days. Like this. I won't know what any of this means or what it's for specifically in a few days. Like, I know what it is now, because it's loading up an address, writing a bunch of that address. But that's, like, erase items. Okay. Actually, I'm going to write a to-do here instead. To-do. Make this dynamic just like drawing it in the first place is. Auto interpreter for except that it doesn't work if you use more than one loop. What? Nested loops break it. Oof. How you doing, T-Bod? T-Bod T? How you doing? Joke language is gonna count again with your joke language joke. You can get absolute value in assembly. Yeah. So an absolute value is just like, you know, that. It's a immediate addressing mode, which is just a constant essentially. Yeah. I have better than watching your stream by transcoding it to a lower bitrate through a cloud server. Excited I got that working. Congratulations, number one. I haven't gotten that kind of thing working yet. I've tried. Welcome, by the way. Yeah, apologies for the higher bitrate, by the way, on that. Yeah. I'm not a partner, so they don't like always give me the options for re-encoding, which it looks like they didn't tonight. Thanks, Twitch. All right. Yeah. So sometimes I get the options for lower quality, the quality options, but looks like tonight I didn't, which is unfortunate. And I wish like they would let me throw like 3 different streams at Twitch for the same stream, but like different quality. But it's a Python web server that starts with a bit, basically. All right, yeah, I never got that working, honestly. Mainly probably because I was trying all of it on Windows instead of a Linux box. Yeah, and I haven't been too determined to figure it out, honestly. Maybe one of these days, but I'm not pressed for it. Yeah, so I'll leave that as a to-do for now. Just screw it. Alright. I could do it, yeah. Yeah, the Windows support for a lot of things like that is garbage. Yeah, the hardest part though is figuring out the arguments. That's I'll agree on that one. That's up there in difficulty because there's like 1.5 billion arguments on for that freaking program. All right, so this is going to be clear the title screen before scrolling. Clean up. There, because I don't actually clear it. Oh yeah, because you can. I got the thing up there. Oh. How bad's latency on that one? So I am running low latency for my stream. 17 seconds. That's high. I consider that high, mainly because I'm used to like a second or two latency. What's the latency I have right now on my like dashboard player here? Video stats. Like 2-second latency. That's what I've got in my dashboard player. So. Okay, so this that means to clear the title text and the menu items before scrolling starts, so it doesn't look like garbage. Yeah, I recently got better internet because I should give you my video player, possibly. Yeah, I had one provider and they couldn't get their crap together, so I'd have to cancel stream every other week, or yeah, about once every 6 streams I'd have to cancel because my internet just craps out and I couldn't stream anything. Drop frames everywhere. So I had some very nice ladies knock on my door from a competitor, and I thought they were like trying to sell me religion first. Then I opened the door and I saw their logo on the shirt. I'm like, oh, wait a minute, huh? You've got my attention now. So yeah, I went from garbage internet to very, very nice internet. So yeah, I have gigabit now, which is nice. Didn't have that before. I had like 100 down, 10 up before. Now I'm on gigabit, so the difference is like night and day, and I love it. So I was kind of hoping that would like that portion of it would take a little bit longer. Kind of half hoping it would. Cause now I gotta like break other things. I don't know if I want to break those or not. Is that down 3? But they're selling fiber hopefully in a month. So I'll kick it, but yeah, the if that's down, by the way, that's atrocious. But yeah, going from 3 megabits per second to gigabit, that's quite a jump. That's quite the jump. Apparently, they're timing it so the fiber will be ready the day after I move to another city. Yes, 3 down. Wow, that's rough. And half up. Oh my goodness. Is that like DSL or something? We're sitting here with half garbage local net and good internet. Wait a minute. Oh, because your microwave situation you have in there? Next week I'll be on the garbage internet and okay local net. Yeah. Is that because of the microwave that you got going on there? Uverse. I've heard of them. I've heard of them. Yeah. Unusable verse. Huh? Huh? Okay. But yeah, I can certainly see why you're doing the re-encode, because I'm uploading at like 4600K, which goes over your download speed a little bit, just a little bit. Yeah. Well, I probably don't need to like stream that high. Like I probably don't need to do 60 frames either, but I do because I mean this emulator is 60 frames, and some of the glitches that happen are at 60 hertz, so you can't really see them if I don't have them on 60 frames. So that's not as fun. Between the microwave and the one machine having thermal issues. Alright, forgot about that. Not having 5G Wi-Fi cards in all of my machines, and so on. It's not one thing, it's another. Right? Oh, and I think I might have fixed the audio sync issue on my other machine, by the way, Bridgewater. It looks like it might have been the audio, bitrate on that. I changed the other bitrate, and I don't think it desynced anymore. 720p with 30 FPS just barely fits my bandwidth. Ooh. Yeah. So it's going to update the internet at home so I can get 2 gigabits up. Excuse me. Excuse me. Listen, hear you. What? They offer that where you are? Actually, my hardware can't even do, like my local internet, my LAN hardware can't even do 2 gigabit. It's I'm not on 10 gig hardware. So even if like my provider could give it to me, you said 2 gigabits up, not 2 megabits. Yeah, 2 megabits is next to nothing. But yeah, but yeah. So I don't have 10 gig hardware here. So even if like my ISP was able to push something that speed down to me, I wouldn't be able to receive it. At least not at full speed. No. Yeah, megabits. Okay. All right. I was gonna say, there's not any providers that I know of in this country that are offering 2 gigabit up. That isn't like a data center. You know, it's not directly plugged into the backbone. With those like terabit a second switches that cost 4 arms and the head of your enemies or something like that. So what actually is all this stuff here? So this is a profiler, obviously. All right. Call count. Can I reset that? Reset. Well, that's nifty. At home, I get 1 megabit up right now, which is barely enough to stream with at 40p 30. Yeah. Yeah, 1 meg up is next to nothing. Very much looking forward to getting internet that's like 100 times faster than I can stream. Oh, so I can stream. Oh, nice. What do you plan on streaming? Games or programming or something, or something different? Let's just go to the credits. Bam! All of a sudden, a bunch of things are called. A bunch of things only once. Look at that. Okay. Alright, so these are the opcode ones. The CR op and whatnot. Oh, but it doesn't count the other opcodes because those are all delegated through the decode. Oh, because this one's that's the only one that's RTS from, or JSR2 rather, directly is the attribute in the name. So the transfer for this video, actually Turning didn't even want to add. He felt it was probably good enough if you just had some simple whores and ands and knots. He just figured we could have logic operators, but the other hardware designers figured we should have an add. Well, I mean, you can have an add with all those. Programming, okay. We're gonna think this like WSL but for iOS. Alright. Okay, nice. Nice. Here are the output of a program by looking at the memory on a CRT screen. I mean, I suppose I'm not doing, you know, much different when I'm looking at, like, this right here and stepping through code. When I'm looking at, like, the buffers here. Why is this filled up, actually? That should not be filled with anything. Like, ever. Suffix padding. I'm going over on the suffix padding. How? X is 42. Because that runs into the address stuff. Good old CRT memory storage. Yeah, I didn't have that. To be fair, though, I am just staring at the values here most of the time. And this is just to figure out, like, my bearings, where I am in the memory app sometimes. Yeah, so that shouldn't be writing anything there, like, ever. Why is that happening? Let's figure that out, because I feel like procrastinating a little bit. Get rid of that. Let's get rid of that. Okay, so that's gonna do its thing for a little while. Because it clears memory. How big of a thing did I... Hang on. I don't think I want that much memory blanked out. I only want... Well, whatever. It's fine, whatever. Okay. Mercury delay lines, the best way of storing things. So I think I get that concept already without even knowing specifically what it is or having heard of it. Yeah. It sounds inefficient. It sounds pretty inefficient, not gonna lie. And immediately, just immediately, it hits that. Whoop. Tile buffer. X is 42. Y. Branch on not equal. What is Y? Y is 5. Because I nuked an address. Am I overwriting? Hang on. If you tap the tube, does it flip a bit? Wow. I have someone step near the tube and create a small vibration of the flow of traveling. The speed of sound of Mercury is relatively slow, so you can send sonic pulses to one end of the tube, then when you get to the other end, you can feed them, thus creating a register. I mean, sure, I wouldn't do it that way, because that sounds like a terrible idea, but sure. Yeah, why not? It is RAM. No, that's zero page. I should probably separate out the zero page and non-zero page RAM. Like, yeah, for the include stuff. Because all this stuff is in the zero page here. Well, some of them didn't have fancy silicon switches. Oh yeah, PSS, with PSS, there it is. Tile buffer 64 bytes long. Right. Okay. Why is it writing past that? Because it's hitting these guys. For whatever reason. I don't know why, but it shouldn't be. All the tubes. Okay, so run length thing is it's like the first. Yeah, it's run length on like the first chunk on that thing. Let's reset that. You know that. Oh, the vacuum tubes burn after a while. Mercury delay lines don't need any vacuum tubes. Eventually, they figured out magnetic core storage, but that took time. Now, that stuff, by the way, is fascinating to look at. The magnetic core stuff really is. Why is X already 6? Do we run length? Oh, what was written there? So it's gonna start like over here. It should be starting over there. Do I just not reload X? I do. Top buffer offsets. Why is that 40? What? Do I not reset this? See our title buffer offset. Like at the beginning? Let's see, what was I? You can use any calculator you want for the midterm as long as it doesn't dim the lights when you turn it on. Magic Core Logic. I don't think I've seen any of that stuff. I think he would be amazed at how far computers came. Then he would see the average script kiddie working in an enterprise place and that wonderful, wonderful code. Right. Alright, so where... I don't think I actually initialize that value. CR time buffer. This guy. I never initialize that to anything, do I? Load it. Load it and store it. Load it. Add it to something. Store it. Load it. I never initialize it. Okay. Well, we're gonna do that right there. What's my Vim keybinding setup? Normal. I don't have any special keybinds. But my keyboard's different, so that's probably what's throwing you off a little bit. And my keyboard is very different. I'm not using a QWERTY keyboard. I'm using a Dvorak keyboard. So, D-Splits, how you doing? Welcome. I'm using Emacs. Listen here, you. No, I don't use Emacs. I much prefer Vim. To be fair, I haven't actually tried Emacs. He is trying to start a war. Yeah. Welcome, by the way, John. How you doing? Yeah. I mean, I found Vim first, and Vim is, or V at least, is yes, Program Dvorak, modified Program Dvorak actually. Can you see this whole thing? Up there. The top row is modified a little bit. Use Notepad. It's on all the windows. Yeah. But I can still use most of the same muscle memory for V, which is installed on just about everything under the sun, except Windows. But yeah, so this is a slightly modified Program Dvorak. It takes, I think the at and star and swaps them with some stuff over here. I think I don't remember exactly anymore, but looks like an angry keyboard to me. Do you not swap the keycaps around? This one here, no, I didn't swap these keycaps around because if I did that and put them where they're supposed to be, they'd be all different heights. Because the rows are a single height, or each row is its own height, and the ones in front are shorter, and the ones in the back are taller. So they don't match up. We do that. Shift 4. Shift 4. Before I began QWERTY, wondered why I was moving around paragraphs. Ah, yeah, so I wasn't hitting shift for that. So that's my brackets. Yeah, and I've also got caps mapped to control. I've swapped caps in control, so my caps lock is down here because I almost never use it. So I got control there, so I can control W like that really easily, right? Instead of moving around. But yeah, my brackets are up here. So yeah. Yep, shift for numbers. So if I insert and then shift all the way across, that's my top row there shifted. Do that. Once I tried to switch to Dvorak, but I'm like 30 warp per 120 in QWERTY, so I gave up pretty quick. So my motivation was that I had some terrible typing habits in QWERTY that I really wanted to get rid of. And to be fair, I was like just out of high school, I think, around that time that I made the switch. So I had a lot of things like where to hit like the period key, I would take pick up my entire hand and like hit it with my index finger or something stupid like that, right? There was a few keys that I did that with. So I'm like, you know what? I don't like that. It's slowing me down. I have to look at my keyboard sometimes when I do that. I don't like looking at my keyboard for anything, period. So a good way to change that is just to, well, relearn everything. Okay. How do I relearn a layout I already know? Use one I don't know. How about that? So I tried it like half-heartedly for about a week or two. And I'd switch between QWERTY and Dvorak like throughout the week. And I wasn't getting anywhere. I was getting absolutely nowhere. I'd had to have like a reference sheet of Dvorak on the side or whatever. So one day I'm like, you know what? No, this isn't working. I need to make it work. So I am completely ditching QWERTY right now, cold turkey. And I couldn't type for like a week or two. But once I remembered the key layout, it started to pick up again. And now I am a lot faster on Dvorak than I think I was on QWERTY. So, yeah, I mean, it varies from day to day. But when I'm really quick with it, I am faster than I was with QWERTY. That's for sure. Especially with like some punctuation and whatnot, because my punctuation is right above my hand now. Type space the same speed. Yeah, so I suppose like the next step is to get an ergodox, however you pronounce that. One of these guys. This is like the next step, I suppose. is to grab one of these things. Just so really no one can use my keyboard at work. Is that a trackball with like freaking? It is. It's. Why is it? Why isn't Zoom working? There it goes. With freaking arcade buttons on it. That's hilarious. With my mega slam with the thumbs. Yeah. It's the N64 version of the keyboard. I haven't heard that one before. That's a good one. I like that. I like that. The N64 version of the keyboard. But all these are like custom made, so you have to like get a kit and build it yourself pretty much. You broke it because you hit it so hard. Goodness gracious. Yeah, I don't hit mine that hard. I don't hit mine that hard. Alright, so I was figuring out. I was stepping through this right here. Oh, because okay. It didn't initialize that, so let's reassemble and see if it fixed it. Probably didn't. Well, it's gonna do it there, because whatever. I told the spacebar was boss, right? Select, start. It's still writing there. Why? Run length. Run length? What's the run length it's doing? 20s. Why is it doing 20s? Why? This guy here. 7 of those. Okay, what? Zero data chunk 01. Okay, let's go over there in code. Did I? And then this guy. Breakpoint on read those. When you edit that and read. Go. All right, so that'll break when it reads that. Oops, okay, come on, stop doing the thing. There it goes. Okay. So I don't want any of those. Apparently, there's an IPX8 rating which allows submerging over 3 feet for keyboards. That sounds excessive. All right. There we go. So we're at the start of that opcode. Let's see where it draws. Actually, I want this guy like that. Knock down there a little bit. Oh, in general, okay. Nothing exceeds like excess. Yeah. IPX8 Bluetooth speaker. I don't think you'll hear it underwater. Well, you'll probably hear it underwater. It won't sound very good, but you'll hear it. Okay, so we're decoding that first opcode, and everything turned yellow because of course it did. No, I need that to be high. The refresh speed, please and thank you. It's not fast enough. Okay. Run length. So this is. I want the current address for that. $80.56. Oh, right, because I forgot. I put that in the first page. Search. Go to 8,000. It's too hard. We'll just. How you doing, by the way, Brum? Brum? Welcome. Searching because my waterproof speaker broke because of water. Splashproof. Got it. Yeah, splashproof and waterproof are two very different things. Ow. Alright, data chunks and chunk 1. What is all this crap? Oh, the plus whatevers. Got it. You know, I wonder if I can turn that crap off. I mean, it's nice and all, but sometimes it doesn't exactly show you what you want. Whatever, it doesn't matter, I suppose. Yeah. IPX6, those never submerge, so. Well. Okay. Chunk address. Load up 7. Or a bytes right. Okay. Let's switch out of that because I can actually get the values memory here without having to look them up. Increment that. Okay, we incremented. 8058. Load at that. So that's the value we want to write. The length 7. Okay. Load the buffer offset is 40. Why is that 40? That should not be 40. That should be 0. It's because the first thing that it wrote wasn't correct then. It didn't... Clearo. There's no end of data there. That's why, isn't it? Is that even ever written? I don't know. Alright, let's see if that's written now. It is. No, that's something different. It is. It still is written. How many times? Oh, a lot more. Wow, okay. Wow. So I went over by quite a few bytes. Oops. 11 bytes I went over by. Alright. What is this? 12 bytes. 11 bytes. I'm doing math wrong somewhere. 9 bytes. Alright. Yeah, I'm getting like the second half of the name wrong. So if you do exclamation point tools, you can see exactly what I'm the software I'm using. Yeah, so I'm writing a NES game in 6502 Assembly, and the emulator I'm using is Messin, and all these windows that are up here are all Messin windows, so they're all my emulator. Yeah, I'm using a developer build of Messin, by the way, not the release build, for a bunch of reasons. I have this like hair that is hanging in front of my eye sometimes, and it won't go away. I don't know where it is. I can see it every once in a while. It's driving me insane. Yeah, so that's wrong with that. Alright. Length. And it also divides it by 2. Oh, 16. Why 16? Okay. I mean, that is centered, though. Like, it's properly centered. But it's not drawing the second half of it correctly. The suffix pattern. So at the end of this, let's reload that. Gotta go, don't forget to quit. Alright, you have a good night. Thank you for stopping by. Appreciate it. See you next time. Okay. What is this? It's probably that one. Let's go to location. No, it's not. Okay, why? Oh, because read. Duh. Got it. Let's... Alright. Oh, that's fine. That's fine what that is. Alright, X is 2D. Oh, because I'm comparing Y to 32, not X. X is the one that I need to be comparing to. Because X is the buffer's index. Y is I don't know what over here. Nothing. It's nothing over there. I shouldn't be touching Y over there, actually. What line is that? I don't know. Suffix padding. Don't check Y, check X. Yeah, there we go. That was it. No, reload that. Thank you. Let's undo that for now. Okay. Alright. Undo that breakpoint. Did it again. X42. What? So it's just gonna write a lot, actually, where it shouldn't be writing things. Like, this is just gonna keep on going until it wraps around. So I made it worse. Select, start. Alright. Okay, so now we're going to start writing the padding stuff. Tile buffer plus 53. Right there, starting right there. Okay. X is 35. Which is more than 20. Because that needs to be 64. Because it's technically 2 lines. 64 end of is end of second row. That's why. Because the buffers 2 rows. So I need to check for the end of the second row, not the first row. Yeah, so let's turn that one on and then go down to credits. Turn that off. Nope. Nope. Let's actually add a breakpoint for these guys too, just for kicks. There you go. So the B&E wasn't a problem, because if it's equal to that, well, actually it's not going to be that one. If it's equal to 40, that means it's going to be looking at that byte there, and it's incremented at the end of it. So yeah, cool. That was a nice little fix there. So I think I noticed that a while back, but I never actually fixed it. Yeah. Fix a buffer overflow in the credits. Thank you for the file, appreciate it. If you have an overrun, then B&E won't help you. I mean, you're not wrong. But, you know, whatever. Yeah. I could put in a, what's it, a, branch plus or something like that? Is that how that works? Yeah, branch plus in there, right? Yeah, fixed, correctly break out of the suffix buffer or suffix padding loop And don't overrun the buffer. There we go. Yeah, I was thinking the other day too, I could probably remove, like, the RTS trick in here, and just use, like, an extra byte in memory somewhere. That's just a temp address that I'm using, that I'm not using anywhere. Where's right buffer? Where is it? Unit crap. Load chunk. No. Tile buffer. Run length. No. Where? Current byte. Clear row. Right here. This. So what I could, conceivably, what I could do is I could just have a jump table, right, and then just index things by the opcode. Instead of doing the RTS to it, I could do like something similar, but instead of putting it in a stack, I just put it into a temp variable and just do a jump to a pointer. Yeah, I mean this might be fewer cycles though, but I don't know. I'm leaving it for now, but I'm leaving it for now. Yeah. 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 All right. I might actually call it a little early tonight. Mainly because the next thing I need to do is split the drawing across. Oh, okay, whatever. Across a few frames for drawing the map for that transition right there where it paused actually. I just don't want to do it tonight. Because that's a lot of code that I'll have to do, and it will break. I have to break it in order to write it properly. I just don't feel like doing that tonight. Yeah, guess I'm gonna call it early. But yeah, thank you guys for stopping by. I really do appreciate it. I'll be back on Saturday. Love the graphics. Thank you. Most of it's placeholder graphics, like the player character's placeholder. I mean, the character sprite's placeholder. The background bit here, like the green background and the cityscape background, is more or less final version. I might tweak it a little bit here and there, but yeah, I mean, I'm getting there. Like the color of the spike, the pit there, I'm gonna rework. I know. These blocks I need to rework into something. I don't know what yet. I need to make the ground not look terrible, but I'm getting there. But thank you for that. Yeah, so I'll be back on Saturday. I'll probably be doing this again on Saturday. I don't think I will be doing a game because I don't know. I don't feel like it. But yeah, thank you guys for stopping by. Let's don't go yet though. Don't go anywhere yet. Let's see if there's anybody we can go say hi to. And because I'm ending a little early today, there should be more people to say hi to. So let's see if any of them are actually online. Well, maybe somebody else online. Who's this? I don't remember following this person. Please let's mute that, please. Oh, she's actually just playing a game. I thought she was programming something. It looked like she was programming something for a second. Alright, well, let's have a look at the science and tech category. Alright, what's over here? Who's over here, rather? Who? Not what, who? I think it's me. What? I haven't seen that guy in a long while. Alright, let's see. Someone with a camera. Not like that. Is he playing like Fortnite or something? Let's see. Docker go, whatevs. Let's see what this guy's doing. How long has he been up? He's been up for who knows how long. It doesn't tell me. Beautiful. Why doesn't it should tell me on that page how long they've been up for. No, muted, yeah. 2.5 hours. All right. Yeah, we'll go say hi to this guy. I have no idea who he is. Yeah, come with me to say hi. So we're gonna paste that over here once I do the thing. Yeah, so I will see you guys on Saturday. Oh, there is a movie night on Saturday night after my stream. Details will be in Discord. I'll be watching Redline. You guys are welcome to stop by. Yeah, details will be in Discord. Yeah, you guys have a good, I don't know, night, whatever, wherever you are, I guess. I don't know. Okay, bye.